Hey everybody, looks like we're live right now. If you guys are here on the live play, leave me a comment, let me know that you're here, something with like a hashtag CBD, because that's what I'm going to be talking about in the next few minutes. I'm going to be getting into just how you can go ahead and bring in CBD traffic organically to your business. Okay. I know this is an area that I've been getting asked a lot. I also recently came out with a video that talks about the 3+ ways on how to get CBD traffic. Then, if you haven't seen that, I'll go ahead and link to it in the comment section. So look out for that when this video is done. You can go and watch that. But I know I have many people here in this group who are trying to run their own CBD business and they have a lot of questions on how do I get leads? How do I get traffic? How do I convert? So many different questions. I've been there before, I've been in your shoes. And so I kind of want to today talk about the matter of how to get organic traffic over to your offers, right? Because you probably can make the connection that you want to start right here and you want people to end up here from A to B, right? But you have to still do everything in between. You still have to understand everything that's in the middle. And that's, I guess, where a lot of people get confused and they start to lose traction. So that's what I'm going to get into. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in certain ways. And then I'm also going to link to the video so you guys can go ahead and watch that. So, first of all, it's been a long day. I've been out and about getting things done. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I've been waking up every morning at 5 in the morning. That's when I get my hour of power. If you guys have listened to Tony Robbins' hour of power, the first hour in your day should be you getting up early in the morning, you know, meditating, exercising, stretching, drink a full glass of water before you do anything. Because your mindset plays a big role in if you want to make money within your business, you have to get your mind, even your body right too. So you need to understand those things. And there's not a day that's gone by where I've been waking up like at 5 and I get up and I'm thankful. I write it down or I think about what I'm thankful for, those 3 things, and then I get on with my routine. So you guys have to develop that kind of mindset as well when you're waking up. Um, One thing too that you have to know if you want to get more organic traffic, you have to provide value. I see too many people, and I was one of these people at the very beginning within my health and wellness business, right, where I first started, if you've heard me. Um, I was trying to, tell somebody about the product. The product does this, the product does that. It has this feature. You should buy it now. That doesn't do anything. It doesn't do a thing. You need to give a value, and value I don't means money. Value in this example means giving somebody help, informational content, just educating them, helping them solve their problems, their pain points, their needs, their desires, just everything in general. If I asked you, do you really know who your dream customer is? If I asked you, who is your ideal customer avatar in your CBD business? A lot of you would not be able to tell me. A lot of you would just tell me I'm just putting products on my CBD store, or I have a blog, or I try to use Facebook, then I'll try to use Instagram, even TikTok, Pinterest. But see, what you're getting wrong is you don't know who you're targeting. So you need to first figure out, before you do anything, figure it out who you are going after. Okay, figure out who. And when I transitioned into CBD, I had to get that figured out too. I was in your position as well. Try to figure out who am I going to target, because there are so many people. Am I going to target people who are office workers, who can't focus and they need some kind of focus and concentration? Do these people, other people, have anxiety? Do they have Alzheimer's? The list can go on and on. Are you doing it for dogs? So you can't target everybody and anybody. And I've said this multiple times. For most of you who have been watching my content and haven't been seeing my videos on just about everything, not only CBD related, but everything else, you guys understand that. I'm happy about that. But for those of you who are just trying to understand how to get more traffic organically, you have to give off value, and you give off value through content, and they call this content marketing. Okay, give off content. In return, you can get a sale. It's simple. Right? But I didn't say it was easy. I said it was simple. And over time it becomes easy because you start to learn the habit. It's like kind of like going to work. Go to your job, you learn that job, you learned it very well. You keep doing it, you keep doing it. You know it so well. It's not even a challenge anymore. But unlike a job with your own business in a way, not to have anything against it. But there comes a time where you might just feel like you don't want to do it. You know, you just fed up with that kind of a job and it's not challenging anymore. Unlike when you're owning your own CBD business or any kind of business for that matter, it keeps challenging you. It keeps putting you on your toes. And that's what you should be waking up to every single morning. If you can't get traffic today, so what? Keep working on it. My blog, when I first started, I had no traffic. It took me not even 4, 5, 6 months. It took me a lot more than that. Right? That's just the reality of it. I mean, there are channels out there like Facebook, and that's what I'm going to start off with. So if you're trying to get organic traffic, Facebook is a good way to go. I have videos and even have content on my blog that talks about how to get Facebook traffic and how to, maximize your profile, make sure your profile looks good, have a Facebook business page. Your Facebook business page isn't automatically going to start bringing in people. Don't think just because you put a page up, people are going to start showing, especially now that Facebook limits the organic reach. That's another subject. So make sure you have a Facebook business page because it's also going to help you with search engine optimization, right? Being able to rank on Google. So if you have your Facebook business page, somebody goes to search you by name, there you are on the listing, right? So you have to start building out this brand that is going to deliver to people value, and eventually it's what you fulfill on your promises. It's what you're going to, it's how you can solve somebody's problem. And how can you solve a problem when all you're trying to do is tell somebody to buy from you? So you need to start looking at your CBD business as a whole and build it like that. Reverse engineer the process. I spoke about this not too long ago inside here. Told you guys how to reverse the process just with a blog. That's with a blog alone. And I know some of you may not want to start your own blog. Some of you guys have your own e-commerce store. Some of you guys have already a blog. Some of you guys just have a Facebook or a social media profile. Maybe none of you don't have any of that. But what you need to get started with is an organic traffic channel. Okay, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, your blog, YouTube. I highly recommend YouTube. Not a lot of brands are going on there. And unlike a blog, you can actually rank on there quicker. So get in there and do that. Okay, but now you're asking, how do I do that, Michael? What's the process? This isn't the video where I'm going to go into it completely on tactics. But if you're wanting to get exposure, you want more organic traffic, you have to put your foot on the gas and do it, right? If you're on Facebook, optimize your profile, get a business page up and running, show up every single day, every day. Show up in your story mode, show up on posting, show up in Facebook groups where you can go and give value to people that need help. There's all these groups. I just joined a new one the other day. I've been a part of a lot of them, but an arthritis group. Join an arthritis group. Join a dog pet sitting group. Join a natural remedies group. I was doing this a long time ago with Google Plus, when Google Plus was the thing. I was getting into every single page, getting into the joint, muscle, exercising, yoga, targeting my group of people that I wanted to go after. So you really have to get clear on who you're going after if you want to get organic traffic. A lot of people, they just try to jump into producing content, but they don't know who they're going after. You need to know who. Right? If I have a piece of paper in front of me and I put a name up and I say, Dan, this is Dan. Dan has 10 plus years of being a bodybuilder. Okay. Dan is 43 years of age, lives in blah, blah, blah. What are his problems? His problems are he has a herniated disc. I don't know. And then, he can't go out and walk. He can't eat well. He has to take supplements. He has to, when he wakes up in the morning, he's in so much pain he can't even get out of bed. So you need to know all these things about your Dan, and then Jane, know that customer avatar. So when you wake up every morning, you're not just shooting yourself in the foot trying to put content on the web and it's not working. I've seen it way too many times. It happened to me in the beginning, and I made that mistake. I hope you guys don't make that mistake like I did, putting all this content out but not speaking to the person that you want to serve. Okay, so to get organic traffic with Facebook, I just gave you a lot of those. Go to my YouTube channel. There's more. Type in Facebook and you should be able to get all that. Instagram. Instagram is a very visual place, and it's one of the more higher recommended places I would say to go to. Go to Instagram, strategically be posting, go into your story modes, what you want to be doing every single day, giving value, giving tips, giving help without expecting anything in return, right? Not just telling people, here's 50% off. There will be a time for that. There's a time slot for that. And that's something that I can help you with. Plus, I came out with a new post called CBD for Instagram. If you guys want to go check that out on one of my blogs, I made that post for you guys. Maybe you guys already saw it. But that's a direction you can go into. And it's a good place because it's very visual. Okay, you can post and then you can get in the story modes. You also have the TV mode, right? You have the videos, which are the stories and the TV, and then you have the regular posting. And I won't go too much into the tactic of that again. This video doesn't serve to go into the tactics of that. But actually, in a little bit, though, I'm going to show you just how to do this with SEO, because a lot of brands, a lot of people are trying to pop up on search engine traffic, and you can still dominate the space. It's still very, very early, and that's what I use a lot of the time. So search engine traffic is one way that I get a lot because I got it in early. Right now is a good time. Don't regret not doing it. So that's another way to go. So let me kind of show you what I mean by that. So I use keyword research. Actually, hold on, let me share the screen here. So this is me on a daily basis. This is what I do. I rank my blog posts on page 1 of Google, or at least try to. So I'm producing content for my audience. Now, this is a direction that you can go into, right? It's an option too, and it's one that I highly recommend this with YouTube as well. You can start off on YouTube and then start transcripting that over to your blog. YouTube, strip that video recording into a podcast. You can go so many directions with it. But right now is the time. You can find keywords that people are not ranking for. So we know that for a fact. A lot of people are searching for the word CBD and they want to rank for this. But it's going to be very difficult too, because every business is trying to. And you have the huge CBD brands already ranking for this. Or you have things like WebMD, Charlotte's Web, Project CBD. You have bigger companies out there. So there is really little to no chance for you to rank in this. And so what is the alternative? The alternative is to go more in depth. So as you can see, I can type in the word CBD space, brings me up more options. So depending on maybe the product that you're trying to promote, or we get a list of them, CBD what? Is it an oil? Is it a gummy? Is it a capsule flower? Is it for a dog? Is it a vape? But, we can choose one of those CBD gummies for, boom, and then we hit where we want to go into. CBD gummies for who? For sleeping? Is it for kids? Is it for pain, anxiety, back pain, right? That's not a bad one for me to go and write. I haven't done this one yet. CBD gummies for back pain. And so, look, when we go into that, yes, you're going to see some more competing sites, but you will get better at keyword analysis and your keyword research to the point where this isn't going to become a problem anymore. So CBD, we can also do CBD for, and then we can use what's called the alphabet soup. So CBD for, and then we can start from A and then go all the way to Z. CBD for anxiety, allergies. There's so many different options: bipolar, blood pressure, carpal tunnel, constipation. See how many different kinds of people you can target, but you want to usually focus on one person. And then the advantage of having a website is that when you get focused in and you start doing well in that area, then you can expand to more categories. And that is something that I can go ahead and give you help with. So CBD for cats, cramps, carpal tunnel. Look, carpal tunnel. So we have some people ranking here. And see, somebody's answering it in a question. So it doesn't always have to be for specific type. It can always be like how to make CBD oil for, see, alphabet soup again, for cancer treatment, for CO2 method, for cold compressed, for CBD oil pain cream. For epilepsy. Somebody online is searching for how to do this. And you see how there's videos too. So people are ranking these posts or these videos on the Google search listings. So that's just by doing a Google search where I can get those. But you can even go more deeper, how to make CBD oil. Somebody might not be thinking about buying your particular product, but that's not the point all the time. The point is that you're building a brand. You're helping people out. You're giving value. They're going to come to you. You can get them into your, you can get them into opt into something for free, so that now they're in your email list. There's so many different directions you can take this in, but if you're just thinking about how can I get a sale, it's never going to happen. It'll happen, but it's just going to very seldomly happen, and it won't be natural. It won't feel right. You're going to ask yourself, like, why did I put in so much work but the returns weren't there? Because you're not adding value. You're not speaking to your who. You're supposed to be speaking to your audience, but you're just trying to go for anything and everything that hits. That's not how it works. And a lot of the rookies do that. I've seen a lot of profiles, especially on Instagram, that try to do that. And they ask me, hey, Michael, how can I go ahead and get more traffic? Well, okay, you want to get more traffic, but let's see, do you know who your audience is you're speaking to? Nope. Do you know what offer it is you're trying to give to them? Not really. Do you know how you're going to convert these people once you do get that kind of traffic? Nope. So then what is the whole point of just putting content out there for nothing? You have to have a plan. You can't just go into this, like naked. You can't be going into something and expect a return. It just doesn't, it might happen once in a while, but it's if you're trying to build a business on that's hope. Okay. So, I use a tool and it's called Jaxi. So Jaxi is a keyword research tool that's going to allow you to go ahead and find these keywords that you can go ahead and rank for on your blog post. And it's going to allow you to gauge on who is already ranking for it. So you can get a free account, right? You can go ahead and get one of these. I may leave a link to it down below if you want to go ahead and get started on a free trial. The trial doesn't end, just to let you know, so there really isn't a trial there, so take that back. And so you can get Jaxi for free. I think you get like 30 searches, but you can start getting in here and start looking up different ways of targeting CBD oil. CBD oil. I always like to go broad to specific because I'm always going to, if I type in something broad, I'll get more specific data. So look, the average amount of traffic that just CBD oil itself is getting is 19,000 plus people, traffic 32,000 plus. The QSR right here, when I push QSR, that's going to tell me how many competing websites are trying to go for that keyword. So like I said in the beginning, CBD oil is too big of a word. Too many people are trying to go after that. Avoid that. Where buy CBD oils, but see, the word has to make sense. Where buy CBD oil, even if it is a good keyword, it logically doesn't make sense. Good QSR, good amount of average search, but it doesn't make sense. Where buy CBD oil? Where can I buy CBD oil? Now that makes sense. Still kind of up there. If you're a newbie, I recommend you go for 30 and less on your QSR, 30 less competing websites. But even if you get stuck here, you can even do CBD oil for look at this, CBD oil for irritable bowel syndrome. I mean, it's still a higher competing, you still have more websites competing for that, but you can see how much more in depth it goes, and that's called a long tail keyword. So a kind of like a short term keyword would be like CBD oil. It's too big. CBD oil for irritable bowel syndrome. Now that's more long tail. Those are the kind of keywords you want to go after, long tail ones. Best CBD oil for PSD. Now it's more competitive. I didn't write a post for this. I was going to a long time ago when it didn't have any kind of QSR, but now it's more. It has more competition. Look, like this one wouldn't be bad. CBD oil for panic attacks. 160 search volume, traffic 28, QSR. It's still a little higher, but it's still a good keyword to go after. You will get traffic that comes to that post. That's too big of a keyword to go after in 230. And over time, your keywords are going to get more competitive. The more domain authority you can grab, and the more your page authority goes up. You can also do the alphabet soup, which Jaxi allows you to do that. So like I showed you in Google earlier, when you type in the word CBD, you're going to get a lot of things for each letter. CBD for A and then for B. So we can kind of go through this here. Can I got a CBD massage? CBD versus CBD book. So we can click on that keyword, and sometimes it doesn't have any kind of traffic, and that's okay. But we can also copy this keyword, go into Google. And then we can also see if that one was in Sometimes you're going to find keywords that don't have any kind of traffic, and that's fine. If you come onto Google and you see if somebody's typing that in and it doesn't exactly meet up with the Jaxi requirements, then it's a good word still to go after. It just probably means it's fairly new, or it's just one that most of your competitors are not going after. So CBD cookies. Look, CBD cookies for dogs. Right, we can do more of an analysis of that, but I'm going to save time. And this is stuff you'll learn with me too. I know I'm going through bits and pieces of it. I'm not showing you my whole methodical procedure when I do this, but there's only so much I can show you in this video where I'm trying to cover a range of different things. If I was just covering SEO, I would go and cover SEO on this. See, people are typing in THC versus CBD pain. That's still not a bad one to go after. So somebody is going in here and typing in CBD free books. Okay, it gets some traffic. It's not a bad one either to go to. You know people are typing in CBD free books, so what can you go and do? Go use that keyword and do a blog post and then provide them with value, give them the books. Maybe they were looking for books, give them the books that they're looking for. And then you can also show a pop-up that tells them, hey, go ahead and sign up for this and I'll give you this free book that shows you XYZ. Boom, now you have them on your email list, and then you can start marketing the products that you have strategically to. So the way to go about this is endless. There's so many different ways to do this. But for a short video, that's all I want to show you on this. If you want to learn more about Jaxi, on my YouTube channel, I made a full video, comprehensive video on how you can use it, how it has been able to make me profitable with my keywords that I'm using for my businesses. And so you can use them as well. Okay. So let me kind of just get out of this screen. So for the next minute or two to wrap things up, you have ways to get organic traffic. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, SEO blogs, YouTube. There's so many more. But you have to figure out the foundation, which is kind of like, okay, who are the people you're going after? Because even when you know the who, you know what product you can put in front of them. If I know I'm going after somebody who has anxiety, I may know that this person is far better off using a Tinnicure than somebody than somebody using a CBD gummy, right? So I know that based on my who, that will determine the product that I can use for that person. But until you get very clear on who you're targeting, it's like you're just throwing darts at a board hoping it would hit somewhere. Can't do that. So Facebook, I highly recommend a lot of you go out there and grow your own Facebook group. I'll be more than happy to get in there and help you guys out. You guys have me to back you up. Get in there, get a group. Also have information on how to do this stuff in my channel. What I've learned from it. Get a group going. Get a tribe of people who need your help. And right now is actually a very good time to start a health and wellness group. I'm saying that because my back pain group has been exponentially going, and I'm in there helping out with people. And it's a good way to go. It's going to help you. It's going to build you a lead machine unlike any other. I highly recommend that if you're going to be using Facebook as your platform. It doesn't have to be your platform, but I believe Facebook should be a contribution. Okay, so have Facebook as your strategy. Grow a group. Get into other groups. Help people without expecting anything in return. Help them solve their problems. Make your face known so that they get to know you. Okay, do those things, and you're going to be rewarded. Not just too long ago, I had about 30 people join the back pain group, and I am able to customize a message where they can go into and click to an opt-in page, give me their email address for a book or whatever that is, and then I can go ahead and speak to them on a deeper level. So that's a good way to go, build a relationship up like that, get them into your email list with your autoresponder. It's going to go a longer ways. You can do this with Instagram. I may roll out a video soon, so look out for that on Instagram, how to use Instagram for CBD. On one of my other videos, I spoke about getting in touch with the CBD influencer, so that's another way you can go into that. So do those things. SEO, start your blog. If you want to start a blog, I have the one blog post away challenge. You can go ahead and get started with that. It's going to build you a challenge for 30 days successfully. And a lot of people, just to clear things up, were asking me, like, isn't that more intermediate? Why does it feel more intermediate to advanced? Hey, it's called a challenge for a reason too. It's gonna be beginner friendly. You're gonna have a beginner part to it, and it's gonna start building. If it were just for beginners, would you have learned so much from that? Would you have taken away from that? Okay, I'm gonna do this. No, if I just showed you the simplest way to do something, it just wouldn't bring you to a place where you need to be. But because you're going to learn about email autoresponders, just how important emailing is, how sales funnels work, how creating an irresistible offer is going to help you, how to create those lead magnets, how to create a conversion funnel. You need that. Okay, it's going to really help you. And for anybody, if you're in the e-commerce space, the affiliate space, it doesn't matter. You just have to understand, I need an irresistible offer. I need to create a conversion machine. How am I going to get that conversion machine going so I can get sales? And then how am I going to create the content? But who am I going to create the content for? So you got to have those 4 things in mind. Again, one more time, what is my irresistible offer that I'm going to be giving to the people that I serve? Number 2, what is that conversion machine going to look like? When somebody comes into your CBD business, how do you convert them into a customer? How do you convert that into a sale? That's the tricky part. A lot of people don't get right, either because they don't listen or they think what they're doing is actually going to work. I've been there, done that. I will never go back to that. Number 3, you need to understand that you have content you need to put in front of them. Right? I wouldn't have the content if I didn't have the other 2. I need to focus on the other 2, content. But most importantly, at the top of the funnel, who? You need to figure out who you're going after. Because nothing else will matter. You're going to be spending years of your time being wasted. Believe me, it makes a huge difference. Who? And again, like I said, is who? People with Alzheimer's, CBD for dogs, CBD for poodles. You can even go as far as that. You can even go CBD for parents, CBD for moms, CBD for dads, CBD for dads with arthritis, CBD for athletes. You have to narrow that down, because if you're just speaking to everybody, it's not going to work. And the examples I showed you with the blog, when you go and look for keywords, you're not just going to type in CBD and expect to rank for that. Even on YouTube, go for CBD for a specific audience. How to make, they're probably looking for recipes. Put it on your blog. Put it on Pinterest. Pinterest is huge for recipes. Go type in CBD recipes. I'm pretty sure you're going to get a lot of results. Now you can go create a pin for that, and you link that recipe on Pinterest. For those of you guys who want to do Pinterest, link that over to your blog. Link that over to your YouTube channel. There is no secret. That's it. Link from your Pinterest SEO post to your blog, from your Pinterest to your YouTube channel, to a lead magnet, to it's what you need to do. But that's pretty much all I wanted to go through in this video. I know some of you guys were asking me, how do I get CBD traffic? The traffic can become the easy part. It's figuring out all the little things in between that you need to know. And who cares if you get a lot of traffic? If that isn't working, you're going to realize very fast that you have a gap in your business. And likely it's going to be because you don't have a conversion sales focused machine, or how to capture these leads, turn them into sales, and you're not going to have the irresistible content. You may have the content, but you don't have the other two. And so you need to focus on those. And so you can do all this in platforms like a blog, a YouTube channel. You can even go on a podcast. You can do Facebook, Instagram. And a lot of people like to think, I need to contact influencers. Influencers is helpful, but what are influencers going to care also if you don't provide any kind of value to them or to an audience already? So you kind of have to have that stuff already in line. And I've kind of gone away from using Instagram traffic because I have SEO and I have actually a YouTube channel for that, for the health and wellness. So that helps increase the traffic, but I may start focusing again on CBD for Instagram soon. And I already have a plan. I already know what I need to do. But do you? That's the question. Are you going to be sitting there waiting for somebody to, make the whole page for you? Are you going to be sitting there thinking you need to outsource to somebody when you don't? You have to learn these skills as a business owner. Doesn't matter if you're an affiliate, e-commerce. Not too long ago, I had somebody asked me because they have an e-commerce store for CBD. And they were like, how do I promote it with Google Ads? Can I do it? And not really, it's not going to work. But when I saw the website they had, it clicked in my head and I said, bingo. One of the strategies that this person needed to do was run traffic to another non-related product that doesn't have any kind of CBD stuff in it. It doesn't even have the CBD domain on it, which was perfect. And so what this person can then do is drive traffic to that product. But what I do is not just drive traffic to that actual funnel, to that actual website, run it to a funnel. Run it to a funnel. Because what happens is then you can run it to a funnel, and if you own the product, run it to a funnel. They purchase that one, great, because then you can show them an upsell. Show them an upsell. The upsell can be the CBD product that you wanted to show them that second. Anyways, that's for another time. That's all I wanted to share with you guys in this video. If you have any questions about this, reach out to me personally, reach out to me in the group. Don't just sit on it. Act on it. Learn about it. Do it. But don't just say you need help with something and then just totally blow it off, because that's not going to get you anywhere. Procrastination, putting things off, it's only an excuse. It's only an external excuse for something bigger, for the fear. Okay, for the fear of failing is why you keep putting it off. Don't put something off for tomorrow that you can do today. And you will never succeed unless you fail. You have to fail to succeed. Can't tell you the amount of times I've failed testing something, failed at not getting things right the first time, not even the second time. But you learn from your mistakes, and that's how you grow. So until you go put yourself out there, you're going to learn. And be brandable. Tell stories. That's what's going to help. That's everything from me. If you have any questions or need any help, please feel free to reach out to me.